In this video, we will perform the installation, review, and performance testing of KDE Neon User Edition. We downloaded the ISO image of version 6.5.2 of Plasma. KDE Neon was released in 2016 by the founder of Ubuntu, and its target market is users who want to have the latest versions of KDE Plasma. Because it's a rolling release, it didn't recognize Wi-Fi. Upon entering the live environment, we clicked Install, entered the language, location, and keyboard layout, and then the partitioning option appeared. Next, we selected the disk for installation and chose the option to erase the disk completely and securely. We then entered our username and password. We waited for the installation to finish. The KDE Neon version corresponds to the Plasma version, however, the ISO name includes the date, as is common with Arch Linux. Then we restarted the computer and waited for KDE Neon to boot for the first time. Upon booting, a startup window and the Plasma desktop appeared. The Welcome Center provides information about the system, applications, and how to manage private data. Once installed, the Wi-Fi was recognized and we proceeded to connect. We reviewed the desktop, panel, and menu to see what was installed. We are already accustomed to the quality of the Plasma desktop and its applications. We opened the terminal. Then, we increased the font size for better visibility and updated the system. However, the Wi-Fi connection failed during the update. We tried the password again and attempted to connect to another network, but it still failed to connect successfully, so we quickly used Ethernet instead. The same error occurred when we tried to update via Ethernet, so we reset HDCP. After a while, it worked. Now we tried updating the system again. We checked if Fastfetch and Sysbench were installed. Ubuntu doesn't have Fastfetch directly in its repositories, so we tried Neofetch. We installed them. We ran Neofetch, which provides information about the kernel, desktop, window manager, and initial memory usage, but not the disk installation size. We used various commands to obtain the same system data and the disk usage in gigabytes to directly compare with the Neofetch results. Next, we tested for bug Y2038 and ran the systemd-analyze command to obtain the system boot time, excluding time used by firmware. Now, we use Sysbench for evaluation, starting with the CPU, observing single-threaded and then 5-threaded performance through mathematical operations. We continued with thread and mutex tests to analyze the processor's concurrent load management and resource locking and efficiency, respectively. We evaluated both memory read and write operations with a sequential benchmark to measure the system's ability to handle memory operations. Next, we carefully prepared the necessary files to evaluate disk input and output. Now, we run the comprehensive test to determine overall storage performance. We ran the top command to measure the memory consumed by Firefox with one window open and no extensions active, just to observe the initial resource consumption. We opened a second tab and loaded a video, then a third tab, and finally a fourth tab, observing how memory consumption increased with each opening. We have finished reviewing and evaluating KDE Neon with Plasma 6.5.2. Now we will analyze the results observed and measured during the tests. KDE Neon uses the Ubuntu LTS kernel. It installed 2026 packages. It uses the latest version of Plasma 6.5.2 as its desktop environment and KWin as its window manager. The initial memory consumption is average. The disk installation is somewhat large. It does support Y2038 and the boot time was very slow at 86 seconds. The CPU performance in single-threaded tests was outstanding, while in 5-threaded tests it was average. The threads are not optimized, and the mutexes have average values. Memory read and write speeds were average, as was disk read and write speeds. It doesn't handle them efficiently, and Firefox's resource consumption is very high compared to other distributions. In conclusion, we've noticed that Ubuntu-based distributions have the same performance issues, including KDE Neon. It would be best to try a different base distribution. That's all for now. We'll continue with the performance tests. If you liked the video, please like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Until next time.